Where does the world of Space Commander actually comes from? From my imagination, and also from things I found. Let me show you what I mean. This box is from last Saturday's side quest. Every object in here is a Space Commander before it becomes an illustration. This marble, that is the color of the planner in the second half of the book. This piece of silver foil, that is the texture of the cockpit control panel. These blue crystals I found, they're exactly the blue of the cockpit palette. I've been collecting all of this to help grow my imagination. This is how every world begins. Other illustrators do this differently. Some work from pure imagination. They close their eyes and the whole world appears in front of them. I can also do that, but I like to hold something, to touch something, see the real version of a thing before I can draw the version I imagine. So I go out looking, I take walks, I look at things in store like they are reference material. I photograph a light on a table at a specific moment because that light is Aurora's kitchen light. Real things help me imagine things a little bit better. These pieces of cotton, I put them in the box because they look like a comet tail. And in the launch spread, when the rocket blasts into space and Comet the cat sleeps peacefully on his cushion, there will be a small exhaust trail behind the rocket that will resemble this cotton. I did not plan that connection. I found the cotton and it helped me imagine what the exhaust could look like. And sometimes I go looking and I find nothing. I walk around for an hour, nothing catches my eye, I come home and the spread is still blank. That doesn't mean that the session failed. It means the world is not ready to show me another piece of the puzzle yet. I have learned to be okay with that. Not comfortable, just okay. Because I know that it will come back to me another day. Here is what I know now that I did not know when I was making Peter and Guzzi. Inspiration gathering is not passive. It is the most active thing I do in the whole process. I'm not waiting for an idea. I'm going out into the world and looking until the idea has nowhere left to hide. Every decision in a Space Commander started with me seeking something real that I could hold in my hand. The world on this book, it didn't just come from my imagination. It also came from the pieces of this world I collected. My imagination is a filter that turns real things into Aurora's world. That is actually what happened on spread 1 of this book, Aurora's kitchen table. It is a real kitchen table that exists somewhere. The bowls and the spoons and the spilled milk are real objects I have looked at. That specificity, that feeling that you have seen this kitchen before, is the thing that makes a child lean in. They recognize it, and recognition is how trust begins in a picture book. What real thing do you reach for that helps you imagine something? Comment below, I read all of them. Also, don't forget to get the free coloring pages, the link is in my bio. And if you want to watch Space Commander get built, make sure you subscribe to this channel. We'll see you next week. Bye.